Take your idea from this and turn it into a fully mixed and mastered song. In over 2 hours of lessons, you'll learn how to completely overhaul your creative process. Understand how to use stock plugins. That's why that's here, and that's all it's doing really, just adding a little bit of distortion. Track, program, and mix. Learn how to turn your idea into a song, and learn how to master it as well. Plus, I'll be setting you composition and mixing challenges so you can really nail your own sound and your technique. The full track, Tarnished, is also included, so of course you can learn every single note. I'm going to teach you to harvest your ideas and refine them, and finally master the creative process of a modern guitarist. This is my songwriting and mixing masterclass, available only at jtcguitar.com. Okay, let's break this down. First, we need to learn how to find ideas. By using tips and tricks that I've refined, I'll show you my method for harvesting riffs and licks, and how I go about using different guitar tones to get into different mindsets. I'll also show you my exact thought process when I was making the idea for Tarnished, and I also want to show you how you can build on a motif in a really approachable way. What I'm hopefully going to show you with this whole masterclass is how you can take something as simple as that and flesh it out into a 2-minute, 3-minute, 8-minute song. Once we have an idea, what happens next? These are the formative, crucial steps we really need to nail in order for our idea to flourish. I'll show you exactly what I do when it comes to transferring a riff or a lick into a DAW. I'll also be guiding you through my personal mix template, so how I route buses, how I set up the drums, everything that you need to know so you can get right to work when you've got a new idea. I intend to produce as I write as well, and I feel that's a really good method for modern musicians looking to create quite quickly, because we don't always have time to be writing a 5-minute song and then getting... So now we're getting to the heart of the masterclass. I'm going to show you every single creative step of my writing process, and I'll also walk you through how I mix and produce in real time as I'm writing a new song. We'll demystify adding layers to your music, and we're going to finally understand how to make your mixes sound bigger without sounding too busy. So really starting to get that kind of Mike Portnoy vibe with 15 different cymbals going on, and it's trying to be musical. It's not just hitting everything kind of random. It's trying to think, well, if I've got this back and forth relationship between China and one of the crashes, how does that sound? Does the China sound offbeat? Does it kind of throw you off on purpose? So let's listen to that. Together, we'll navigate all of the typical stumbling blocks when it comes to composition, and we'll use really solid techniques to compose the rest of the song. I'll teach you how you can use motifs to create a real identity in your music, and how you can reuse strong ideas to reference earlier moments in your song. This idea of having like a 30 seconds you're really happy with, you know, it's one sort of thing that I've built up a bit and then layered up. Where do you go from there? And finally, we'll complete our song with a systematic breakdown of how I personally approach writing melodies, and how I actually embellish them with different instruments, different harmony, and how to highlight all of those strong notes. Once we've finished writing our song, I'll uncover the importance of automation and peel back the secrets of mastering your own music. And there's a full dedicated lesson showing you my personal mastering chain using Logic Stock. I would really recommend strengthening your melodies with other instruments in similar verses that you might have. It really wouldn't be a JTC masterclass without a full playthrough, and this release is no exception. I wrote Tarnished specifically for this release, and it has all of my favourite techniques jammed in there, ready for you to learn, dissect, and apply to your own guitar playing. I've also included a few really cool things in this release, like my personal mix template and the full Tarnished Logic session ready for you to jump into, as well as unprocessed and processed stems of the song, guitar tone presets for everything, bass tone preset which I made using Logic stock plugins, samples that I've made ready for you to use, and more. The final section of the masterclass is dedicated to you and your writing. I have set you 6 challenges for you to complete in your own time, with everything ranging from adding your own guitar riff to a drum groove that I've written, all the way to mixing Tarnished yourself using the unprocessed stems. I really believe there's something in here for every single person to work on. So if you want to learn how to create new ideas and complete them and make them sound professional, this is how you do it. This is my songwriting and mixing masterclass, available only at jtcguitar.com. See you there.